Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to solve a 4x4x4 Rubik's Cube. I'm assuming that you already know how to solve the 3x3x3 version. So yeah, in addition to the algorithms for the 3x3x3, we only need 3 other algorithms which are listed here. And I will show you how to use each of them. Yeah, so don't get intimidated. They might look like very complicated right now, but I'll show you an easy way how to remember all of these. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is we're going to reduce this to a 3x3x3. So we need to make the centers and these pieces to be the same. So it's going to be like this is the first layer of the 3x3, this is the second, and this is the third. So it's going to be like a 3x3x3 cube, and then we apply those algorithms. So the first task is to make the centerpiece. I usually start out with the yellow, so we're gonna make everything yellow. So we find like, okay, here's yellow. So I'm gonna move this up. So we have 2 yellow, and then we find another one. It's down here. So the trick is, if this one goes up here, we move it up, and then move it out of the way to save it, and then move that back down. So we got 2 together. And now for this one, we always align it with existing yellows. So when we move it up, we can move it out of the way and bring that one back down. And then the fourth one, we need to find it. It's here. It's down here. So again, it's on this line. So if we bring that up, it aligns, and then we move it out of the way and then move it down. So we have our yellow. And then it's important to get the opposite colors, the order of the colors right. So usually opposite yellow is white. So we do white. We apply the same trick. So this is white, right? So it's on the same line. So that's good, because when we move it here, we can get this out of the way and bring that back. Usually a diagonal isn't a good image, but yeah, let's continue. So if we do this, we'll get 2 together, right? So we can do this, get 2 together, move it out of the way, and bring back that one. And then we have this one left. So make sure it's aligned to the 2, and when you move it up, it should align. So we have this. When we move it up, it aligns, so we can save it and bring that back down. So now we have white and yellow. And if you do those steps that I showed you, it won't mess up any other face. So now that we have white and yellow, we can do maybe red. So or blue. Let's do blue. So blue is, you can put it anywhere, but the ones after blue matters. So if yellow is on top and white is below and blue is facing you, then red should be on the right, and then orange across red, and green behind blue. So if you put your blue here, red will be here. If you put blue here, red should be here, and so on. So yeah, let's start. This one is here, this one is here. They're on the same line, so that's good. So we can move it up, save this, and then move it back down. And then the other blue is like down here. So let's get it on the same line down here. So it goes up, and then we save that, and then bring that back down. And then we find one more blue is here. So when we bring it up, it should align. So you bring it up, it aligns, move it out of the way, and bring it down. So that's blue. So yellow, white, and then blue is here. So that means red has to be here, and green has to be on the other side. So on this side. So let's put green on. Green is across blue. So let's bring this green up here. So same thing. We bring it up, we save it, and then we bring it down. So we automatically got the third one as well. So now if you bring this is already in line with the 2. So if you bring this up, you save it and you bring it back down, you get the complete green. So now we have this 4. So remember, if yellow's on top and you're facing blue, red should be on the right. So this red is here, but we need to bring it here. So we simply move it up and then we save it and then move that back down, right? So we got the red. Now the other red is here, so it's, if we align it with the 2, it aligns, so that's good. And we move it out of the way and bring it back down. So now automatically the orange is in place. So that's, now we have the like center pieces solved. So like we're one step closer to making this a 3x3. So the next thing we want to do is make sure that each of the middle pieces are the same. So if it's red white, it should also be red white, like they have to be the same. So then we're gonna move them as one in the future. So like it's gonna be like a 3x3. So let's see. So if this is red and white, let's find another red and white. Red and white, red and white. Or this is blue and white. Red and white is here. Okay, so we found 2. Red, white, red, white. So first thing you're gonna do is bring them to the same face. So let me bring it down. So this is red, white, and this is red, white. So you have to have them like diagonal. So on opposite edges, but like here or here. So this is here, this is here. So that's good. So what we're going to do is move it, bring them together. So you can either bring them together by doing this or by doing this, right? So you can choose any way. So let's see the bottom. So if we bring it together, right? And then we move it up. You bring it together, you move it up, and then you want to save this, so move it out of the way and then move that back down and bring that back. So now we don't mess up any faces. So it's just watch more and keep on practicing. You'll get this without having to think of it as an algorithm. It's just a simple pattern. So let's find another one. Orange, blue. It takes me a while to find these things. Okay, here. So now in this case they're not diagonal, right? They're on the same edge. So what you're gonna do is just right face and up. So right face, this goes down and up. So now you have them on other sides, on opposite sides. So what we're going to do is the same thing. So if we move this here, they come together, right? So we move it here, they come together. Now you want to move it up to save these, right? And then you want to move it up so that they go out of the way, and then you want to bring it back down and restore the middles. So these two are now paired. Let's find the next piece. Red, green, red, blue, white, green, yellow, blue, yellow, green, red, green. Okay, here we have white, blue, and white, blue, right? White, blue, and white, blue. So again, we turn it, we move it up. Now the thing is, when you move it up, what you want to put here is an unmatched one. So we won't bring this one here, because after moving it down, it's gonna break. So again, this is how the cube was, right? So when we moved it, when we move it here to match the actually, I think I moved it in the other way. Yeah. So when we move it here to match the whites, and then you move it up, what you want to bring here is an unmatched couple. So for example, this one is unmatched, right? So you want to bring that up down, because when we restore it, you see this was going to be broken. This is going to be broken. So if it's a matched one, they'll be separated. So you want to keep an unmatched one here and then bring it back. So let's see another example. Okay, here's red, yellow, and red, yellow. So when you're after you've solved the centers, you can easily move any of the faces without trouble, because it's still the centers that we've solved, right? So red, yellow, and red, yellow, we want to get them on opposite sides. So what we can do is we can move it here and bring it here, so it'll be on this side. So if we move it here and move it here, it's going to be on this side. But then they're on the, we want them opposite. So we do the right, and then we move this down, and then we bring that one back. So now they're on opposite. If you turn the cube, then there will be on opposite sides. So we do the same thing. We check here if there's an unmatched, so there must be an unmatched couple. So there is this one, so we can go up. So if we move here, we move this up, and then look for an unmatched one. This is unmatched, so we move that unmatched one here, and then bring it down, and then move it back. So let me continue. This one and this one, right? So again, remember, I can move the edges freely since we just solved the center. So to get these two on like opposite sides, I can move this here and move this here, so they'll be on the same face. Now since they're like this and not like this, so I'm gonna move this right up, bring this down, and then move the top. So then now if you turn the cube, they'll be on opposite sides. So we double check if there are unmatched couples on top. Yes, there are, so we can proceed. Move this up, move this there. This is unmatched, so move it down, and then move it back. So now you see the things are starting to match. So let's see, this is red and green, and this is red and green. One is here, one is here, right? So if I move this like this, they'll be on the same face. Now since they're on opposite and not diagonal, we're gonna make up, move it down, and move this here. So they are now on opposite sides. Now we can match it, but oh, we still have an unmatched. So the unmatched should be like here, because if we match these two and pull this up, we lose that unmatched couple. So make sure the unmatched couple is either here, like somewhere else. So now when we match these two and move it up, we can bring this back to its place and then bring it back down, and so now everything here is matched. And then we have this yellow, green, white, green, let's see, red, blue, red. Okay, here we have red, blue, and red, blue. So since they're on the same side and not diagonal, we're gonna make right, move the face, and move the top. So it's right, face, top, and then you turn the cube, and then they'll be on opposite sides. So now in this case, everything on the top is solved. So let's check the let's turn the cube around to check the bottom. So in the bottom there are unsolved, so let's move the unsolved like here. So now we can match these two, move it up, bring it back, move it down, and bring it back. So these two are still unmatched, and these two are unmatched, so let's bring them on the same side. So now if only these two are unmatched and nothing else, oh, there is also, so that's when we would apply actually the one of the algorithms if it's just two, but we still have three, so it's not yet time to apply that algorithm. Okay, so we have, let's see, so these two are unmatched, but they're on the same side. So let's do the move right, down, move the face down, and this one. So if you turn the cube around, you'll have these two matched, and this is unmatched, so that's good. So we move it up this way, we move it up, and then we bring this unmatched couple there, we move it down and we move it here. So now I think everything except these two are matched, right? Sometimes you won't have this, like only two left, like they'll be automatically solved, but in this case we do. So what in this case you want them both to be, so this is white and orange. White and orange should be on the same side. Not before, we wanted opposite, right? So this time we want it same. And if they're on opposite sides, you can apply that same algorithm, the right, face, and top, to bring them on the same side. So once they are on the same side, now we have to apply the first algorithm, which is this one. So the technique is, we're gonna move the down twice. We're gonna move the down and move it back, right? And then in the center it's up. So we have down and then undo the down right at the end. So like you don't have to mind that. So you can go right and face, and then in the middle there's an up because it's in between downs. That's how I remember it. So right and face, and then in between is an up, and then it's the reverse of what you did. So reverse the R, reverse the F, right? So let's see this. So here's our two pieces, and they are on the same side. So now what you're gonna do is the double D means the bottom two pieces. So you're gonna move the bottom two pieces this way, right? And then it says R and F prime. So R means clockwise upwards, R, and F prime. So you go this way, and then top has to do its thing, and then R goes back, and then F goes back, and then we undo our down move. So that's how I remember it. So it's like down and down just cancel each other, and then you do R and F, and then there's a top, and then you undo the R and undo the F, and then move back the down. So now you see that these two are paired. Now at this point it's reduced to a 3x3 cube because each of the centerpieces are the same. So now we can, since I'm assuming that you know how to solve the 3x3, I'm not gonna provide a lot of details while going through this. So let's see. So I usually do the first layer first, the orange, and then I do the corners. So red and blue, red and green, orange and green, and then so here the first layer is solved. Now in the 3x3 you would put the first layer down and do the second layer, so we do the same thing. So we have a perfect, this one should go here, so we go it away, up, back, and down, right down, face down, right up, and then we find another one. So this is still the same method as 3x3. So away, up, back, and down, right down, face down, right up. Up, back, and down. So now we've solved the bottom three layers, and now it's only the top layer that's remaining. So in the top layer we can have these things called parity, wherein these pieces are like flipped or inversed. So right now it looks like this piece could be possibly a parity because this is an invalid state in a 3x3. So what we're gonna do is just go through with the algorithms as if it were flipped, and then at the end we're going to use these last two algorithms to fix it. So I'm going to assume this is here. So what we would do in 3x3 is this algorithm. So same thing, these two are flipped, so we have like a hammer. Now if these two are flipped, we have now our fish. So if we do, sometimes the assumptions don't work. Oh, they worked. Cool. So now it's clear that this one is flipped, right? So to fix this like single flipped one, we use the second algorithm. But first, we can just go ahead and solve the cube. Let's see. So if you see now, this is an invalid state. So it looks like this is flipped and these two also have to be swapped, right? So I think we have both parities. So the first one is to fix the swapping. So this two should be swapped, right? This should go here and this should go here. And the second one is to fix the like inverted one. So let's do the first one first. So the first one is like everything moves twice. So first we move the top and the right, and then we just undo the right and the top, right? And then it's URU. So first we move the top twice and the right twice, and then it's top twice, and then right, the little right twice, and then top twice, and then we undo the right and we undo the top. So now we've swapped these two. So now we can complete solving this cube before we apply the third one. So we will have like, so this is still a 3x3 algorithm. So now we've solved the cube, but only this one is flipped. So to undo the flip, we have to do this algorithm, right? So in this algorithm, all the R's are the middle piece, the middle ones, and all the L is the middle one. So every time you move R, you need to move up 2 times. And every time you move L, you need to move face 2 times in the first part. So first, like R goes down, so you move up 2 times. And then L goes down and up. And then R goes 2 times, and then R goes up and down. So let's see it. So first R goes down, and since we moved R down, up 2 times. And then the L goes down, and since we moved L, face 2 times. And then L goes up, so we move face 2 times. So R is now jealous, like, hey L, you went twice and I only got to go once, so R goes twice. And so we move up 2 times. And then after R goes twice, R wants to go up and down, so R goes up, and then we move top 2 twice. And then R goes down, and then we move top twice. And then we just like, so we have, the next thing is face R face. So the face, we have to align it with this. So we aligned it, and then we move R 2 times, and then face 2 times. So we've solved the 4x4x4 Rubik's Cube with 3x3x3 plus these 3 algorithms.